Yo guys, Kaneda here, and the project is loading currently, but I want to talk about tables. Guys at Kilohearts have been working on the effects based on wavetables recently. It's filtertable, shapertable, and there also was an LFO table. Let's take a look at the filtertable first. And the project is open. That's already filtertable doing some work right there. Let's disable. Yeah, basically sawtooth, sine wave, a little bit louder to make it kind of sound a bit bassy. And here the filter table has imported, I don't know, I've imported some sort of sample from, I don't know, electric guitars, stab, whatever it is. Just some random stuff that I found here in my library. Like, that's pretty darn good already, right? I'm modulating right now with the triangle or so, like LFO. If I disable it, that's the part of the filter that you currently hear. You can change to a different frame. You can imagine that we will drop a different sort of sample. Let me find something. Okay, this might be cool. Let's hear how that sounds. Yeah, let's modulate it again. It's kind of imposing the shape of it, the amplitude of it, with some harmonic changes to the source material. Yeah, playing with resonance, playing with mix, depending on how noisy the sample is, might be a good idea. There's a fully fledged wavetable editor that you can use, and you can create wavetables from scratch, edit them, and do all sorts of shenanigans with the already imported ones. And also, you can do the same exact thing with the shaper table. But in this case, after trying some stuff, I prefer the existing ones. They're much more kind of mild and intentionally designed for being a wavetable for a wave shaper. Yeah, because when you drop some sort of a sample, especially if it's a noisy one, it is not very beautiful. Let's try. Let's modulate this guy as well so that the wave changes over time. It just quickly becomes noisy. It would have been cool with like the more sine-like waves and slow modulations and morphing of those, which basically this database of existing wavetables does already. So yeah. What I didn't mention yet, there are 3 or 4 different algorithms for the filter table in regards to the phase of imported sample. And they kind of change the... Yeah, let me disable shaper table real quick. Okay, this is the minimum phase. There's linear. Minimum? I'm not sure if you can hear, but there is a bit of a change in the tone of the sound. Like the raw one has a little bit more mids, the linear ones has slightly more high end, and like it's very minimal at the moment. But if you include heavy processing after this part, this will be quite noticeable. So yeah, it's a good idea to play with these face algorithms or whatever you want to call them and see what works better. Besides, their shapertable has the ability to change the algorithm of the overflow. Like whenever you drive the signal too hard, the hold overflow will just like leave the wavetable in the center. Mirror will basically mirror the wavetable all the way, and repeat will repeat. You can see the changes in the waveform when driving it, and that will definitely give a different sort of sound. Yeah, in some cases there's more harmonics, in some less. In some cases it's more noisy, in some cases it's less noisy. Just try it out, play with it, see what works. Yeah, to sum it up, these are pretty cool tools in shaping your sound, and they can be quite useful, especially if you want to not go for the cookie cutter kind of sound. Yeah, you might just try and experiment with them. Try them out, be creative, and yeah, have fun. That's the main point. Cheers.